I'm going to do some examples that are similar to what you're going to be doing today. So we've already talked about volume being length times width times height. So today we're going to be talking about how volume is also equal to base times height. And all this means is that they're calling the length and the width, like this shaded in portion, the bottom here, the base of this object. So the base is whatever the length times the width is.
Mom, can we go in the back?
No, not right now. Stay in the front. So they're already, all they're giving you right here is the height. So they're already telling you what the length times the width is. So they're saving you some math right there. So the base is 64.
Water.
No. I told you not to talk to me. See, kids, is what I deal with all day long. And I already told you no 3 times about the water. So don't ask a fourth. So this is 64 centimeters squared. Sorry, guys, this is my life, and I don't want to start over again. So we're taking the base times the height. So we have to do 64 times 4. And now notice we're doing centimeters squared. So we're doing this bottom part that was 2-dimensional and adding another dimension to it. So we're going to end up with centimeters, cubic centimeters. So we multiply, boom, 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 256 centimeters cubed now, or cubic centimeters, because we're adding the 3rd dimension. So let's look up here at number 5, all right? So usually we do length times width times height. They already did length times width to get the area of the bottom. So whatever that was, it equaled 16. So that's why here, if we're already given the base, if we're already given the, see, now I'm like all cubic in my head. We're already given the squared area down here, then we just have to do the base times the height. So we can tell by that, this has a little 2 here, that it's talking about this whole area of the base. So we're going to do base times height, which is 2. And then 6 times 2 is 12. 2 times 1 plus 1, 3. And now this is cubic yards. You can tell me in about 2 minutes, honey. All right, so over here, we're going to go to number 7 now, okay? Because now you notice this one, it doesn't have the shaded in bottom. So they didn't already figure out what the base is. The length times the width. So we have length times width here that we have to figure out. So we've got a length times a width, which is 11 times 4. And what is 11 times 4? It's 44, right? I'm just drawing it like this because we're basically doing the same thing, except they're having you choose an order, like that we're going to do the length times the width first and then the width times the height. So length times width is our base, which is 11 times 4, which is 44 inches, squared inches. Mom. And then we're going to we'll multiply by the height. So length times width times height, or the base, which we already found out is 44, times the height, which is now 5 inches. So we multiply 44 times 5 inches, and we get what? 2, 0, 2, 2. We get 220 cubic inches. I have to write it down here because I don't have enough room. Okay, so now we have the whole 3-dimensional volume. So I hope that helps. So if you see that the base is already given, just do base times height. If you see that you have to figure out the base, do the 10 times 12, get that answer, and then multiply it by the height to get your cubic yards. So I was thinking about doing that video over again because the boys just never leave me alone, and he asked for water. He has water out there. He wants to dump it in his dirt, and I keep telling him no. And so he came in and asked a 4th time, guys. I'm losing it. So I was gonna totally do it over, but that's life, and please, I'm not joking about this part, like please pray for me to have patience and to get through children. Not you guys are perfect. I mean, ask your parents. All right.